Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 12. In this video, we will explain the third and fourth type of abstract. First of all, my name is Muhammad Zafran Khalid Abdurrahman with student number 56.
My name is Nurasari with study number 76.
My name is Devina Rizky Utami with study number 66.
My name is Anissa Magiana Dewi Maharani and my study number is 637.
My name is Ainul Anur Lubis with study number 46.
In this moment, I'm gonna explain to you guys about abstract type 3, which is my part is section 1 and section 2. In this abstract, the purpose starting from the first sentence to fourth sentence, and based on the text, we can assume that there are 5 main factors that cause stunting. First is namely poverty, social-cultural, increased exposure to infectious disease, food insecurity, and lastly, community access to health service. So the purpose of this literature review was to analyze the factor that influence stunting. Okay, so next section is methodology that used in this journal or in this article, and it's highlighted by red. So the methodology is the selected articles were then tested for plagiarism, and 9 articles with the smallest plagiarism level were selected. And analysis PICO or population intervention comparison and outcome is carried out on each article, followed by making conclusion. Okay, I'll continue the explanation about type 3. Type 3 includes a purpose, validity, result, and conclusion. Okay, the result of type 3 is the result of an analysis determined that factors that influence stunting include social and cultural, increased exposure to infectious disease, food insecurity, and community access to health service alone or together. Why is this part of the sentence called result? Because it presents the main research findings objectively, explaining what was discovered from the analysis results, including opinions or suggestions. Next, the conclusion. The conclusion of type 3 is the author hopes that this research will further greatly help to the health promotion, case finding, and prevention, and many sectors must be involved and work together for the problem of stunting. Why is this part of the sentence called the conclusion? Because it provides the implications and recommendation of the study, summarizing the meaning of the findings and suggesting practical follow-up actions.
Okay, so I'm here to explain the first 4 sentences. So the sentence first, second, and third are considered as the background, not considered as the introduction, because they explain the context of the stunting problem, including its negative impact on human resources and the main contributing factors such as poverty, health, and nutrition. This part does not state the research objective, but instead provides a general overview and justification for why the topic is important to study. The background then leads into the purposes it forms, the logical basis that guides readers towards the research aim in the following sentence, which is to analyze the factor influencing stunting. Without this background, the study's purpose would lack a clearer rationale and sense of urgency.
So here I will explain to you about the type 4 abstract structure, which consists of introduction, purpose, methodology, and results. This is titled Antenatal Depression and its Risk Factor Among Public Clinic Attendees, a cross-sectional study in urban and rural area of Limpopo, South Africa. I will explain this in the introduction and purpose. The first is the introduction. The introduction explains the background or reasons why this research is important. In the text, antenatal depression is a common yet underdiagnosed mental health issue with serious implications for maternal and child well-being. While its prevalence is well documented globally, limited research exists on its burden and contributing factor within primary health care setting in rural South Africa. Meaning, antenatal depression is a common but often underdiagnosed mental health problem. This problem has serious implications for maternal and child health. Although it has been widely studied worldwide, research in rural South Africa remains very limited, particularly in primary healthcare settings. Purpose of introduction: provide an overview of the problem to be studied, explain why this research is important and relevant, and identify the research gap the researcher aims to fill. The purpose session states the main objective of the research clearly and directly. In the text, the purpose of this study was to screen for symptoms of antenatal depression and explore associated factors among clinic attendees in primary health care facilities in Capricorn Health District, Limpopo Province, South Africa. So, the purpose explains what the research wants to achieve. It serves as the main direction and focus the research. It helps the reader understand the specific goals and scope of the research. So that's my explanation. Part 3 and 4 will be continued by Anwar.
I will explain about type 4 that contain introduction, purpose, method, and conclusion. The method and conclusion is the study in Limpopo, South Africa. Use a deeper postnatal depression scale to assess antenatal depression among women aged between 18 and 44, with an average age of 28. Most of the women were unemployed, single, and nearly half had unplanned pregnancy. Antenatal depression affected almost half of them and was mainly linked to unemployment, previous depression, poor relationship with their partner, lack of support, and recent stress. The study recommends regular depression screening in prenatal care.
Okay guys, that's all from our video. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.